तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः. Vande Gurur Mandalam. Shivoham. In the previous verses, we have known and realized the glory of Swar Yog. If you are new to this learning and watching this as your first video, I would just like you to follow from the beginning. Shiva Swarodaya is an ancient scripture that is taught by the masters in Tantric lineages. This Tantric scripture has unbound secrets for success in material and spiritual life. The science of Swar Yog is received in the Guru Shishya tradition because Shiva Swarodaya teachings are practice based and there are so many encrypted techniques that only a Guru can reveal. After attending to my teachings, so many students reported that they came to learn thinking Swar Yog was about succeeding in life by simply aligning one's work with the correct type of swar. But now, for the first time, we understood Swar Yog is so deep and cumbersome that gaining perfection may take a lifetime. There are two aspects of Swar Yog. First is that which has been oversimplified and available to all. And the second aspect is what only a master can reveal to you. So if you are a serious learner, it is my suggestion that you learn its secrets from a seasoned teacher of a Guru Shishya Parampara. And just for your information, I have learned this science in the lineage of Param Pujya Rashtraguru Swamiji Maharaj of Tatya, the Baglamukhi Shakti Peeth. Alright, let's come to today's shloka. You will clearly see that the verses from here on will introduce us to the theory of Swar Yog. So let's proceed to understand the next verse, that is the 31st verse. It states that Deh Madhye Sthitha Nadyo Bahurupa Suvistara Gyat Vyascha Buddhair Nityam Swaha Deh Jnana Hetve. The literal meaning of this verse is there are different forms of nadis that beautifully extend throughout the body. They should be known by the wise to gain true knowledge of the body. We are introduced to a new term nadi here, which is an important term to understand in Swar Yog. Nadi means predefined channel through which something can flow or pass through. You may have heard of 72,000 nadis or 3 crore nadis in human body. But here's what most people don't know. There are 3 main categories of nadis depending on what is carried within it. Pranvahika nadi, Manovahika nadi and Chitvahika nadi. The Pranvahak nadis are the ones which carry Pran, Manovahak nadis that carry psychic energy of mental impulses, and Chitvahak nadis that carry consciousness. Further, there is difference in the structure, appearance and subtlety of these nadis. The Manovahak and Chitvahak nadis are particularly subtle nadis. Subtle means that they are invisible channels of subtle energy. Then where do they exist? They exist in what we call Ghatakash as predefined paths created by expressed Kundalini Shakti. On the contrary, Pranvahak nadis are both subtle as well as gross. It means some Pranvahak nadis can be seen in physical bodies as well. So nadis are these subtle or gross channels through which pran, psychic energy or consciousness is carried throughout the body. Let me elaborate a little more about the word nadi. It means tube, duct or channel, while this word nadi arises from the word nad, which means vibration, reverberation or resonance. It means that there is vibration or resonance in the subtle ducts because of constant flow of prana within it. There is a complex network of nadis that is spread throughout our body. One should understand that the nadis referred here are not a part of the physical body but are the part of the energy body or pranamaya kosh. I should also introduce you to the concept of Panch Kosh here. Panch Kosh means 5 layers. I have given detailed explanation of Panch Kosh in my book Swara Vigyaan, Tantra for Modern Man. I will just give a brief introduction here. The 5 coverings through which we operate in this world are the physical sheath, the pranic or energy sheath, the mind sheath, the knowledge or the personal accumulated wisdom sheath, and finally the bliss sheath. Most of the tantric spiritual practices are concerning energy and mind sheath. In case you want to know more about that, refer to the book Swara Vigyaan. The nadis and chakras are the major parts that form our energy body or energy sheath. To maintain healthy physical body and mind, one needs to have free flow of prana within the nadis that are present in the energy sheath. But there can be conditions in which these nadis are injured, blocked, ruptured or broken. In such conditions, the free flow of prana is hindered or distorted, causing disease or illness in the corresponding body organ. Now, the injury or blockage to a nadi can be caused due to stress, frustration, inability to express or resolve emotions such as anger, jealousy, hatred, etc., and many other such type of emotions related to various issues that one faces in day-to-day life. These conditions, such as blockages of nadis, can also happen due to unhealthy tamasic food and even lack of physical activity that keeps the energy circulation going. Innumerable situations in life are there that may lead a person to a mental conflict that causes grief and pain, etc. This reduces the overall flow of prana or energy in the person, and this also causes blockages in the nadis, as the major function of the nadis is to carry the prana. They are known as Pran Vahini nadis. When one understands the functions of the nadis and their role in supporting the body and mind, one can work with the nadis and facilitate the flow of prana in the body parts where it is needed. The complex system of nadis that run all through our energy body supports and maintains the well-being of the physical body, energy body, and also the emotional state of ours. There are various pranayam that increase the flow of prana in our body and thereby strengthen the nadis. However, my advice is to consult a teacher personally before you engage in any kind of pranayam or asana. It is true that unblocking nadis is one of the major functions of yoga asanas and pranayam, yet personalized guidance is definitely required. But why do we need to work on nadis? Other reasons such as good health, stability of mind, intellect and emotions are definitely there. But that's not all. This is because the ultimate goal or purpose of yoga is to elevate one's own energies so high so as individual consciousness merges with the highest cosmic consciousness or the supreme consciousness. This state is also called moksha or liberation. For this to happen, one needs to activate Kundalini, which on arousal, only if your nadi system supports it, reaches the crown chakra, leading to self-realization and liberation. It is clear that this awakening of Kundalini and free movement of it from the root chakra to the crown chakra can take place only when the nadis in the body are healthy, intact, unblocked and free flowing. Enough for this shloka. I understand that today I have used several terms that may not be very clear, but in the further verses you will gain clarity regarding them. That's all for today. Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. I bow down to the divine sitting in your hearts. Shivoham.